Warning, this video contains graphic images that may not be suitable for little sissy bitches, so your discretion is advised. We kill shit here.
If you are interested in any of the products on my channel, check out Duke Traps, Funky Trap Tags and Supplies, and Trapper J Lures. And don't forget to subscribe.
The rule here in Missouri is half submerged, so it doesn't matter which way we go, we just can only be halfway submerged. There's a nice spot right here. The only problem is this log. So if I go right here in front of this log, it should be okay. I don't know if I want to go 330 Maniac style or just lay it in there. Let's see. Well, that's less than ideal. How is that even happening? There we go. I think I'm just gonna go like this. We got our half submersion. I'm blocking the water a little bit here. They do this half submersion so for otter trapping. So I'm gonna take this stake here and run it right through here, like so, to divert those beaver under this. To get through, in order to leave here, gotta go through this. And they will. They definitely will. We'll try that. Hopefully that don't trip it when all that current I just was holding back. A few leaves on the triggers. Okay, brought my little saw just in case, but I got this guy to lay down in the run too. I find me a nice spot for it. Need a diving spot. Get them trained to dive in certain areas, then you have no problems. Like right here, if I can get them to dive right here by having some debris covering the way all of a sudden, like this. Well, this looks like a good place for it. Might have to shorten it up some. Like right there, little diver. Force them to dive right there. We won't need this. I'll toss a couple more things to make it look more like a natural fall here. I'm sure trees fall across the waterways a lot. It's right down the bottom already. That's beautiful. That is actually beautiful. Just a nice little log to make them dive. That's all it is. And we take this, we'll run it right through here. That'll be our holder and stabilize our trap. Right there, look at that. Solid. Oh. All right, I'm gonna grab a few of these real nice sticks here. It's a good brown stick. And it's a natural drop right there. Like, surprise, motherfucker! There we go. That one's sitting beautiful. Actually, that one's gonna catch a beaver for sure. What's up? Welcome back. My nephew Tyler with me. We're down here, we're starting off at this beaver area. I put in 7 conibears and 2 footholds. A foothold on each end. One's a caster mound down there, and then we got the one you saw me catch, the one in the 2 traps. I see something. Looks like we might have a small beaver there. I'm going in. We're going deep, boys. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's just chilling, waiting. This is where I lost the rebar. It's laying here. Now that the water's clear, maybe I can spot it. It's not gonna stick out. It's just gonna blend. It's not that big of a deal because I make my own, but I wish I could find it. No chance that I'm ever gonna see that rebar. All right, let's pull this guy out and see what we got here. Beer. This is where I was telling my nephew this morning. One of these little limbs went in my ear and tickled my eardrum, and it sucked. But it's pretty deep right here. This is I don't have anything up here yet. We'll kind of wander around. It's gonna freeze up next week, so these sets like this won't be usable anymore. Not very often I can sit where the beaver set is and be in the water this far. What? Oh, there we go. Got him by the back foot. So, 1 big and 1 little so far out of this spot. Easier to carry. What'd I say? Duke 850 again, boys. It's a good trap. Like I said, it's a dangerous trap. You want to take off 2 of the coils, otherwise it's dangerous. All right, let's get this back out here. It's easy. I mean, we got all the depth we could ever need here. Pretty good solid dam. Usually we have a problem with the anchor staying, but it's working good. Try to get some of this grass off. I always make sure you swivel. Go for a night latch on this one. Tyler said that mangy coyote resets. He jumped a little bit when the trap snapped. And we're right back. Try to find some firm ground there. We want it to be stable. I'm gonna go around this way, Tyler, and check this one. There's another waterfall there. Waterfall there. They got little waterfalls everywhere. So I don't know. Doesn't seem to be a beaver in here anymore. So I don't know if I'll catch one here or not. But we'll keep the trap there. See, here's that Lincoln log. I like the same spacing. It's like they got a tape measure or something. Yeah, nothing in there, and it's the only bank tin I could find. Tyler's in a hole. Man down. Hey, it's right across from this hole that I went in that video. Are you still trying to get out of it? Dang. Yeah, there's the hole I went in. He's down. Hold on, I'm sinking. All right. It's so deep. I got us a nice one right here at the bottom of the bottom. There's not enough water up there to use my drowning rods. I could have brought a cable and ran one that way, but I stuck a 30-30 right in here. Just to, in Missouri you can have them half under, so we tucked it right there, half under, and he just went down and right into it, or came up. He's leaving. Settlers are up in the Ranger, and I don't want to walk up there. Ugh. This is where they go right here. Let me see what happens here. The brand spanking new tag. The tag is literally floating right there. There's one. There's nothing like a brand spanking new 330. Will kick your ass. And usually it's a little easier when there's not a critter in them too. Yeah, get it. Get it. I knew I could do it, it's just whether I wanted to do it. You know? I don't recommend you coming out here. Yeah. There's a cool whip. Cool whip.
No, I'm not as tall as you, and you were pretty close.
These are the brand new Duke 330s, guys. Like 330 would say, you guys. It's they're pretty stout. I mean, I don't even remember how long I've had my original Dukes. Forever. So, we can go half under. Right there. Half under the water. They come down. And they die. I gotta switch it around though. I don't have my cable on the right side. The key isn't. Huh? Oh my lord. First I thought you said the neighbor was coming. I'm like, oh good. Get to meet him. Finally. There is something in my way. It's like I don't want it to fall too far, but I also want it to be right there. I really thought you said the neighbor was coming. I'm like, oh great.
Beaver's falling.
Hey, who are you? And where do you live? Where are you from? That's what they typically say when you meet somebody out here. What if we would have caught that?
Oh man, that was fucking
That beaver right back in that. Some of these sets aren't easy. aren't easy to do. Hang on, let me come back right here. That'll guide him right there. Oop. I gotta get this one set here first. I need a nice straight pole. I had one right here, but I think it went that way. Let me see if I can grab this one. Careful on that pole. Hang on. Oh yeah, that'll work. If you can break that piece off. And the set works. It just ain't very easy to put in. That's why most people use footholds. That's why I use footholds. So that'll hold us tight there. We're pretty solid. I mean, we're solid enough that a beaver's gonna go kablack right into that when he comes down his run right here. You've seen it firsthand. We're just use some guiding here to make sure that he don't sneak past the trap. He's gonna go the way he came and he ends up like this. So it's 3 in 2 days out of here already. Now I gotta get out of here without going under. Then there's a bank den here. It's just, I don't have enough. I got a lot of traps and I don't have enough for all the bank dens. They're everywhere.
Got us big raccoon boys. Look at this fat sucker. Sheesh. Finally a coon come cruising through here. I had all those coon on camp cruising down this little road here, and then nothing for a few days. Look at a fat one. I'll get him taken care of. I just put the toolboxes on, and I forgot to put the coon bait back in. So when I come up here to hunt today, I'll reset this trap. I have one here, and I got a bunch of them up that way, so we're covered either way. Yeah, toolboxes are back on. Let's get busy. It's time. And the patch job's holding up on the waders. It looks rinky-dink, but man, that is some stuff right there. I'll have to get you guys, and it's flexible. That's just a sandwich bag. I put the goop on there, put the sandwich bag on it, and it's solid. Obviously, I should have trimmed the bag, but who cares? I'll show you what I'm using. But a mouse chewed this far. A mouse did in the off season, and there's a couple more chewings, and I patched those too. No leaks, so right here. It literally chewed basically through my wader. Look at that. And that stuff is, I mean, it's solid. I don't even need the plastic, but I put the plastic on there just in case. But I'll get them taken care of and we'll move on. Beautiful raccoon, actually. Well, that's pretty interesting. I shot the coon. I was standing here making sure he didn't flop all over and bleed on everything. And I'm looking at this stuff. I'm like, what the hell is all that shit? That's parts of my gun. Parts of my damn gun right there. It all just kind of landed all perfect, at least. Not in tall grass. I didn't even know it was... Obviously, I lost that screw. Sweet! What a start to my day. Jesus. Oh.
Well, got us a coon here. Buried my trap in grass here. lot of people watching me right now. You're driving by. Oh, the old Duke A50 is doing work here on this. 3 days in a row we've caught something here. I probably ought to bring my saw over here and chop these stupid limbs off. Click. The pin's a little low, but should work nicely. Still. I gotta, there we go. Got a little bit of a break there, not much. I walked over from that side to look. The dam broke on its own. I was gonna put a slider right here, and you can see the otter tracks there. Raccoon tracks here, possibly. But the water's not running over here anymore. It broke out right here last night. But the reset, you guys see me get that beaver? We have an otter in it. And I am missing a 330. Yesterday, me and my nephew looked for it forever. I don't see a, there's no 330 on that one. Somewhere there's a, unfortunately, there's a 330 missing. And I had a stake. Pulled my stake and everything. So, not sure. We looked a long time. That's why we abruptly ended the video there, because I was just searching for that stupid critter. This is so deep here. And I'm stuck right now. So somewhere in this system there's a critter. This one don't seem to have put up much of a fight. Just enough water to drown it, I guess. In that skinny ditch back there, there was not enough water to drown him. This is very deep here. Let's see what we got to work with here. Small one, Duke Magnum. I mean, he's, oh, I thought I had that. I thought he had that other trap there for a second. See, he could have, he was working his way out too. They get caught. Otters get caught so goofy. That's why you see 330 always talking about wiring your traps. They get caught. Look how goofy this thing was caught in this trap. He could have easily, he's growing. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was. He could have easily, with even caught back here, he could have powered his way up here. He probably made this to where I'll have a hard time putting it back in. And eventually, with me walking up and down that side, they'll start climbing that side. But just the second check. We had an otter yesterday, beaver. Caught this otter, raccoon. We caught a big beaver when I just happened to throw some. 2 traps in that opening. It's a good little place to catch some fur right here. That means something will happen. Somebody will come in here in an excavator in the next week, probably. Clear all this out here. Suitcase the heck out of him. Oh. Okay, well, you've seen where it was. This has been a pretty good little crossover for me right here. I'm gonna spread the triggers out just a hair. No reason to, but might as well. They're brand spanking new. I'm telling you, these things are stout. So I might end up catching, I can't remember, I'd have to look at the footage. I might end up have caught that otter in a regular Duke, an older one. Might be why he didn't go kaput right away. Okay. Just get this in here halfway like we had it before. They come down this trail here. So this rebar is a little longer than the one I was using on the other one, so that helps. Because I can get it in this really hard bank a long ways. That made a big difference right there. That one's there just to stabilize it. We had this down here to make them go right there. We'll put this one over here. Maybe. Maybe not. Put it over there again. There we go. Gets them to turn this corner here right into this trap. Safeties are off. The only thing I want to do now is I need some blocking on this other side here. There's almost like a bottom edge there. There's a little fencing over here. Okay, there's our set remade. Doesn't look all that great, but it's producing. It's been doing better than a foothold would have done there, apparently. Nice squished otter. Just a little too deep right here for my liking. Alright guys, here's the stuff I used. Just bought another bottle. I'm trying to repair the window on my Ranger, but this is what I used on the waders, and it's worked pretty dang good. So give it a try. If you got leaky waders, I didn't do any prep. I just put it on there and let it sit overnight. So appreciate you guys watching. See you in the next video.